Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We are going to get up to about 45. Right now, freezing, though. So the driveway, the car, if you didn't clean it correctly yesterday, you might have a little ice buildup, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's not fun taking off after a night of frozen temperatures. Oh, no.
No. If you have to take off early in the morning after a night of frozen temperatures or frozen dinners, it is not your day, Cande.
No,
for sure.
No fun. I hope this is all we're going to see of this.
We will get up to 45 today,
Yay.
and then it continues through the night, through the evening, and then it starts to rain into tomorrow, and it's going to just keep going and get, like, into the 50s. So whatever you see now is going to be melted for sure by tomorrow. So
Yay.
we'll be
good
to go. Cande, a couple of different things I want to get to. Before I get to this this list I had for you now, I was thinking yesterday we were discussing the story about Chance the Rapper and his 7-year-old daughter. They get on the airplane, their seats are not together, and before he could even ask the guy sitting next to his daughter if they could switch seats, the guy next to his daughter stands up and says, "Hey, would you like to sit next to your daughter?" And that guy turned out to be Martin Short.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Yeah, and we love that. And it got me thinking, and I forgot to ask you yesterday, have you been on a plane with famous people? Do you remember being on a plane?
I have never been on a plane with anyone famous. No. If I was, I didn't know.
I mean, and that answer is probably normal for most people. I guess the reason I thought of it is because I have flown so much to Las Vegas that over the years I have had a few famous people on the airplane.
Now, who have you run into on a plane?
The first one I ever remember way back when I first started going to Vegas was John Starks, the New York Knick.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'll never forget. Everyone, like, look, this is years ago. When I tell you this is like 18 to 20 years ago, okay? John Starks walks on the plane. Everyone's looking. He's obviously taller than most people, and he sits down. He had a window seat. I'll never forget it. He had a window seat. Before the plane even took off, he put a pillow on the wall on the side of the plane. He leaned against it. He fell asleep before takeoff, and he slept the whole ride.
Good for him. You know what? He was pretending. He didn't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah. I also remember coming home from Nashville, and it's terrible because I always forget this guy's name. The Saturday Night Live cast member that wore dark, thick-framed glasses and had dark hair.
Not ringing any bells over here.
Oh, come on. He's very fit, funny guy. Do you think if I type into Google SNL...
Funny guy with glasses.
Cast member, dark glasses. Let's see.
This come up. Let's see.
There's a list of Saturday Night Live cast members.
Well, there you go. Scroll through.
Is it worth?
No, it's not worth it. No,
it's not. Right. Anyway, I'll think of his name eventually. But he was on my flight. It came up. It was the first one that came up. Alphabetical order. Fred Armisen.
Oh, I barely remember him. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Barely remember him.
I'm sorry.
Fred Armisen, the dark hair, the dark frame glasses. Anyway, he was on my flight from Nashville back to LaGuardia when we were in the high winds and we were told to, hold on.
Hold on? Oh, my goodness.
Things are going to deteriorate. And
hello, this is the captain.
Yes.
Hold on.
Well,
can you imagine? I think I'd faint.
I remember seeing Fred Armisen on the plane, and I said, we're not going to be on CNN today. Fred Armisen is not going down in this airplane, so I'm going to be fine. That relaxed me a little bit.
Oh, that relaxed. Oh, yes. I see. All right, whatever it takes.
Listen, my best one was Steve Buscemi going to Vegas.
I love him.
He was sitting right behind me, and when we got to the baggage claim, nobody was really looking at him. Nobody really recognized him. And I wish he was with like a handler, like a PR person. And I went over and I just whispered because I didn't want to draw attention. I said, Steve, you're incredible. I loved you in Con Air, you know. And he had the biggest smile. He shook my hand. He said, thank you so much. And
he's a decent man. He was a firefighter before an actor. He's great. I love him.
Yeah. So, all right. I thought maybe you had a story for me. Okay.
I don't. I've never flown. And like I said, if I did, I didn't even realize it. It's not like I'm looking around. I do my thing and I don't really talk to many people. So, and I wasn't in first class. So I'm assuming these people you saw.
Hold on a second. Okay. First of all, John Starks and Fred Armisen were in coach economy.
Oh.
All right.
That makes me feel better.
I might have seen Steve Buscemi in first class.
Ah, yes. Now the truth is coming out.
It's possible. That one was a different type of flight.
I understand, of course.
All right. Here's your list, Cande. Little things that make us irrationally angry.
Oh.
And although this country might be divided, most people can agree on these things.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, we're going to start small. When people talk in baby voices like this, Cande,
you don't like when I talk like a baby?
Make you, oh, it makes most people upset. Yes, it does.
I like baby talk. I like to talk like, ooh, who do want a no.
All right, does this make you angry? When you take a bite of a sandwich and all of your toppings fall out the back of the sandwich.
I don't like that.
Right? We all agree on that. Horrible.
We all agree on that.
The buzzing of a fly's wings passing your ear.
Yes, it incites you to get up and kill it.
Yes, we hate that. We absolutely hate that.
And sometimes I think they play with our minds, these flies. They seem to be a little smarter than we give them credit for. It's like they're
agree.
laughing when they're passing you.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with that. People who don't return their shopping carts at grocery stores. I'll take from your silence that you're guilty.
It depends. Now, I'm going to say this. If they have areas where you can bring it back in the parking lot, I always do.
Mm-hmm.
Some stores don't have that. And sometimes you're like, it's packed and you're at the end and you're like, I am not walking all the way back there with this cart.
All right, I'm going to revise your statement for the jury, okay?
Okay.
Every store, every place, every parking lot with stores has a place to return your cart. Don't tell me it doesn't.
In the parking lot? No, it does not.
Okay.
I'll give you an example.
Okay, go ahead.
Trader Joe's. They do not have that in the parking lot. At least at my Trader Joe's. Nowhere to put. If you want to return the cart, you got to go back to the front of the store.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that. I'm sorry to get so angry about it, Cande. But I agree with you on this being a tough one because I hate when I see people not return their cart. But Cande, I am guilty at times of not returning the shopping.
Do you understand where I'm coming from? I always do. I would say I do it 95% of the time. I return it.
Well,
but sometimes it's too much of an effort.
This will sound very Seinfeld-esque, okay? If I am, let's say, at BJ's, which I go to a lot, and I'm far away from the return area for the cart, I will sometimes put the cart up on the grass right next to where I parked, and as I lean it up on the grass and the curb for the next person, I say to myself in my mind, boy, I'm a nice person.
Right, I'm leaving this cart. I say the same thing to myself. I go to this farmer's market. It's fruit and vegetables.
Yes.
They don't have any of that. You want to return the cart, you got to go all the way back, right?
Yes.
Everybody is leaving their carts, just like you said, on the grass for the next person who parks there.
All right. Here's another one we can mostly all agree on, things we all get angry about. When you're texting with someone and they take that as a signal to call you. No, thank you.
You know, you sound like Evan now.
I'm texting for a reason. No, I do not want to speak right now.
I don't suffer from that. And if my girlfriend does call me, then, no, it doesn't bother me. I'm not like, no one's doing that I work with. We text and we're normal and all of that. But I did get back in touch, I told you, with an old friend, right? So she started emailing me yesterday. and I answered, but then I'm not a big emailer. I'm not going to go into a whole, paragraph after paragraph. It's not what I do.
Right.
So anyway, she emailed me a few times. I quickly answered her. I said, we'll talk soon.
Oh, okay. There you go. Cande, people who don't pick up after their dogs. Can we all agree?
That I hate.
Horrible. Just horrible.
With a passion.
I saw somebody do that in front of the elementary school once.
So wrong.
I took a picture of them. I never did anything about it, but I took a picture of them. I was going to report them. Yeah.
No, even the park where we go to, they provide them. Like if you don't have a poopy bag or if you run out or whatever, they do have them walking throughout the park. Yesterday, with all the snow, we took Tilly. She loves to run in the snow. She had the best time.
I'm sure she did.
She didn't poop, so we didn't have anything to pick up.
Surprised I didn't get a video of that this morning.
It's true.
Headphone cords getting snagged and yanking every way you twist and turn.
Hate that.
Well, that's why we have the AirPods now. Here's your top 2. When people speed up, you're signaling a lane change. You're trying to get over, and people speed up and don't let you in.
Oh, it makes me crazy. It really does.
Yeah.
I told you I had a fight with someone not that long ago about that very thing.
But I will agree, sometimes I see someone making a lane change, I too will speed up to block their
you're
entrance.
one of them. Why do you do that? Why do you do that?
Just
tell me why.
I don't know. Cande, if this was
You
therapy,
feel
I would say...
evil? You feel like what? You're just going to make someone you don't even know's life miserable?
Yeah.
What is it?
You should be
all
as
of that?
You should be as miserable as me right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right. And number 1, Cande, and this when the motion sensor on a paper towel dispenser does not work.
This is a problem at the office, yes.
Major.
You start banging on it. You're like, what? You got wet hands. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Major issue.
That is
We can
so
all agree.
annoying.
Cande, less than 20 minutes to your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We start out with the freezing temperatures. You might still have some ice on the driveway or the car. Be careful. Later, getting up to 45 and continuing into the 50s tomorrow with some rain. So all this stuff should be gone. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.